Welcome, welcome, welcome to Make Fathers Great Again. I'm your host, Justin Austin. Uh, First and foremost, as always, all praise be to Yahweh. Another beautiful day in Florida. Gotta love it. Just wanted to share something. I was out on my route today. Um, while I was at the one of the speedways, a woman approached me and she saw the magnet on the car. I have a magnet on both sides of the vehicle that says we need more great men. Malachi 4:6, makefathersgreatagain.com. And it's a picture of my stepdaughter and I when I was teaching her how to fish when she was like 5 or 6 years old. Uh, Beautiful time. And she said that she really liked the message and she totally agreed with it. And, my response was until we get more great men, the world will be in decline. Uh, Then 10 minutes later, I pull up to another speedway to service the store. And it's a woman. I was on the phone with my best friend. And this woman pulls up on the other side of the gas pump. And I pull up at the gas pump just because it's easy, accessible, in and out. And so I was sitting there talking on the phone. And the lady gets out of the car. And she walks up like somewhat close to the car. And she sees the sign. And she was like, I saw this online. And she was like, uh, my ex, I'm trying to get him to, spend more time with my daughter. I don't know what to do. And, she was like, he's suffering from health problems. And she was like being open. Like she just like came up to the car and she was open and she was sharing. And praise be to Yahweh. And so what I told her was, you have men who don't understand their value and their impact on their family, on their children, and on the world. And then you have a world that tells them that they're disposable and their impact is not as great as it actually is. So if you have a man who does not understand his impact, he doesn't understand how wonderfully made, uh, how wonderfully Yahweh made him. It's a loss. It's a loss to that woman. It's a loss to that child. It's a loss to that neighbor. It's a loss to that country. It's a loss to the world. Men are Yahweh's agents on earth. And the message, the inheritance, the blessing goes through men. And especially when it comes to children. So the best advice I could give her, and I like to think that this advice comes from the set apart spirit that's inside of me, I said that if you want a man to take more responsibility in the life of their child, have that child spend more time with the father. And I tell you this because of my own experience. The only thing that makes me feel like enduring the circus that I've been made part of is the smiles, the joy, the love that emanates from my children. When I'm with them, whether it's a Zoom call or in person, that love is undeniable. That when they hold out their hands to hug you, or when they fall and they look up and they look for you, or if they know that they've ran too far or done something they're not supposed to do, they look for you. They look to you to see what you're going to do. That touches a man. The most impactful person that can help encourage a man to step up is the child. It's the child spending more time with the father. But this is typically not the case. The typical case is not a woman seeking a man to spend more time with their child. The typical case is the man trying to spend more time with their child and the mother blocking it, such as my situation. So first I want to say thank you, ma'am, for coming and speaking to me. You encouraged me today. And I needed that encouragement. Both of you women, praise be to Yahweh that he put it into your hearts. Praise it be to Yahweh that he put it into my heart to put the magnets on my car, because someone actually stole one of the magnets, and then I went and purchased two magnets. So just because someone stole it made me go and buy two more, and I added the photo. So whoever stole the magnet, praise be to Yahweh. But I'm gonna be transparent. This morning, I sent an email to my lawyer, my soon to be ex-wife's lawyer, and I told her that I'd like only 2 Zoom calls with my kids, 15 minutes a week. That I'm not seeking a visitation anymore. I just increased the child support by $500, so I'll pay the $1,300 a month. But until they are of an age where they can actually speak for themselves, I can't be around them. And people would be like, Justin, that's crazy. But I had to realize what I've been through this last year, that not only has their mother made accusations, she didn't have to make founded accusations. The court system is set up against men. And right now, I'm actually working on a lawsuit to sue the state of Florida Department of Justice and federal court, civil rights. One of the civil rights is due process. Men are not afforded due process in family court due to the fact that the burden of proof is a preponderance of evidence. That is the lowest standard for burden of proof. You have what they have in criminal cases, which is beyond a reasonable doubt. Then you have clear and convincing evidence. Then you have preponderance of evidence. Preponderance of evidence allows all things to run through the judge. Basically, how does the judge view everything? I have encountered a racist male judge, and now I have encountered a feminist female judge. She got triggered during our last hearing and switched everything up because I hurt her feelings. Facts over feelings. I don't care about anyone's feelings. I care about what's true. If what's true hurts your feelings, you have a problem, not me. Because I don't wake up thinking about, did I hurt someone's feelings or did someone hurt my feelings? I wake up and think about, did I provide truth and did people provide truth to me? Facts over feelings all day long. Forget your feelings. They don't serve you. Because most feelings aren't based off truth. Most feelings are based off subjective realities. But that's a whole nother conversation. But if what has taken place to me definitely has taken place to millions of men. But what I realize is that I either lose my life trying to become a weekend dad, become financially ruined, be stressed out, and at any time that I spend time with my kids, she can make any accusation. She can say I did anything to my children. My children will be removed again from me. I will have to pay more money, take some more fallacious classes, be emasculated in so many different ways again. And the children can't say, Daddy didn't do that, because no one takes their word for it until they get to a certain age. So to protect myself, keep my life, keep my sanity, and keep my finances, I've decided to make a very, 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 very impactful decision on their life and mine. I'll see you 2 times a week, 15-minute Zoom calls, but I cannot put myself in a position for this woman to do anything further that damages the children and myself. So, and then not to mention my future wife, my future children. How would they be impacted? And if she does that to me, what would she do to my future wife? What would she do to my future children? So this is bigger than just me. It's bigger than just the kids. And I want to live and I want to serve Yahweh. I plan to serve Yahweh. I plan to serve those who are around me. But I can't do that if I'm in a position where that could be taken away with the accusation of a woman scorned. So I encourage all men to be conscious. It says in the scripture, once sin is conceived, it leads to death. I committed a sin. I got with the divorced woman, first sin. I got with the single mother, second sin. I got with the alcoholic, third sin. I got with the woman who didn't respect men, fourth sin. I was more focused on sex and fun, sin. I was focused on just having a good time, drinking and smoking, hanging out, fornicating, another sin. I was not placing Yahweh in the center of my relationship. No, before that, I did not allow my relationship with Yahweh to dictate the women that I allowed into my life. Another sin. I continued a relationship that did not have Yahweh at the center. Another sin. I committed multiple sins and they gave birth. And this is the birth of all the sin that I committed. So, if I was the man of Yahweh that I am today, I would have never entered into a relationship, nor a marriage, nor had children from this woman. But I was not living correctly. I can place the blame on her for what she's currently doing. But if I had did the right thing from the beginning and served Yahweh in all ways, I wouldn't be in this position. My children wouldn't be in this position. So I say this to all men. When you allow sin to persist, sin conceives. And when sin conceives, it only births death. So live a life filled with Yahweh. Allow the woman that you select, that you allow placed into your life, be the woman from Proverbs 31. And if she is not, you should not expect success. I do not put this on the woman. I put this on the men. And the thing about it is that it's a cycle. Boys growing up without fathers can't inherit the faith of a father that they do not have. And then women don't pass down faith. Women don't pass down inheritance. You find it in the scripture, we can have a conversation. But if it's not in the scripture, I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's not their job. They do not pass down character to men. They do not pass down inheritance to men. That's not the way it works. Look at the world's wealthiest women. Marriage, divorce, death is how they receive their wealth. Once again, we have a family society, not an individual society. Things in a family is a man, a husband, a wife, a father, mother, and children. That is a family. Once again, husband, father, wife, mother, children. That is a family. A woman and some kids is not a family, especially if they're bastards. We have to get back to what is true. We have to get back to definitions of truth. If we do not, we are living a fallacy. Just because man changes a definition doesn't change the nature of what Yahweh created. Yahweh's law supersedes all of man's law. And to give you an example, the Constitution trumps any other law that's ever made. If a law has been made after the Constitution, if it is in conflict with the Constitution, that law is no longer valid and it has to be struck down. If man creates new definitions, new laws that are in conflict with Yahweh's natural universal law, the natural universal law will overrule him. It may not happen on the first occurrence, but it will happen. We have to get back to true definitions. We have to get back to men being the agents of Yahweh. We have to get back to what is true. My life's purpose is larger than me, is larger than her, is larger than the children. The children and the wife are supposed to be a part of the purpose. They are not the purpose. They are supposed to be additional agents of the purpose. People can't drive. So, with that being said, men, know Yahweh. Allow that relationship with Yahweh to dictate your finances, to dictate your family, to dictate your focus, to dictate your freedom. As Paul said, all things are permitted for me to do, but not all things are good for me. Know this: if you follow Yahweh, you can't pick the wrong woman. If you follow Yahweh, you can't pick the wrong job. If you follow Yahweh, you can't have a bad budget. And I'm going to tell you why. It says in scripture, directly out of the words of Yahweh Shua, that those who are of Yahweh cannot be fooled by the devil. I say this one more time. This is the words of Yahweh, Yahweh Shua. A man of Yahweh cannot be fooled by the devil. This is the words of the Messiah. So, once again, men, we can have successful lives for ourselves and for our family and our businesses. And the way we do it is we have a relationship with Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shua Messiah, and we are led by the set-apart spirit. This removes current and future problems. I'm giving you an example. I committed multiple sins. I allowed those sins to continue and persist. They gave birth. What did they give birth to? They gave birth to death of my family. Be mindful. Study the word. Stay in faith. Seek Yahweh with all of your mind, your heart, and your spirit, and you will never go wrong. He loves you way too much. He's built in the consequence into the thing. The fruit has already been born with a seed. Patience has a seed in it. And once you allow patience to have its full work, it produces something else. If we seek Yahweh, serve Yahweh, there's seed in serving. There's a seed in seeking. There's a seed in obedience. Let that seed have life. It's the natural order of things. Sin gives birth. Obedience gives birth. What are you creating? Nothing happens on accident. All praise be to Yahweh. Protect yourself through service and faith. That's the best protection. To be of faith and serve, the best protection. I love you guys. All praise be to Yahweh. I will turn the hearts of the fathers back to the children, and the hearts of the children back to the fathers, or I will smite the earth with a curse. Look around at our families, or the lack thereof. Are we cursed?